Woo! G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is a cold evening for a ride today. Woohoo! Welcome back. If you're new around here, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Boys and girls, the channel's growing quite nicely. The goal for the end of the year is 5,000 subscribers, and if we hit it, oh Lord, by golly, it'll be a good old time. Thought I'd just chuck on the camera today and just go for a ride home. I just finished work not long ago, so here we are, mate, cruising and bruising. Man, I definitely have a topic I could talk about, but goddamn. It's something I don't know. It's always been bad, and there's always been like the select few of them, but ever since the pandemic, man, I swear to God, it's gotten worse. And that's the simple thing of like, what's wrong with cars? And like, does anyone know how to read a speed limit sign anymore? Like, geez, ooh, man, it's ridiculous. Like, I was going down like the road to work like earlier today. Now look, it's an 80 zone here, alright? This is the road I was on was an 80 zone. That's kilometers an hour for those in the imperial system, right? Now, 80 clicks. That means if you're going 75, it's okay. If you're going 85, technically you're speeding, like you're in the same realm as the rest of the traffic, you know what I mean? It's nothing ridiculous. But no. That's too much to ask for some of those people, so they're hitting 60 or less. How are you going 40 in an 80 zone? Now that's like going 30 miles an hour. Like, I don't know, at a 45 or something. It's ridiculous, man. How? Like, it's not hard to maintain the speed limit in a car. And like, another personal favourite, which I'm sure you bikers are very familiar with, it's the old-fashioned let's turn out in front of you and then go very slowly, causing you to slam the brakes on, and if you don't have ABS, well, you're gonna know about it. Now, I don't know about you guys in America, but I'm pretty sure you can buy bikes without ABS still. Now, in Australia, they're mandatory to have ABS, so we don't get options with motorbikes to buy the non-ABS versions here, which means all the new bikes you can actually slam the brakes on pretty comfortably. But going the speed limit's apparently a thing of the past, because if you're actually doing the speed limit, you feel like you're speeding, because you're just fucking gunning it past everybody. Mind you, I go very, very legal on the way to work, but jeez! Oh, man, this set of lights here gives me shits every time, but I do oftentimes scrape a peg. So let's see, when the light changes, I'll cut to it and see if I scrape a peg on the way in. But I might not, because I'm on the wide lane this time. It's a bit bumpy. Oh, hey! There it is! A nice little scrapey of the old peg. Man, shit. That's the one upside. As much as I've shit talked my Rebel in the past, it brings me a great joy to smash a corner and just like get a scrape in, you know? It's just, it's a certain kind of joy that can't be replicated sometimes. But hey, man, riding always has its moments like that, so I thought, I'll give it a crack. It's content, baby. Dog. It is. I think it's 19 degrees Celsius out at the moment, which I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, and I'm not going to do the conversion probably, but it is cold, right? Now, I don't know how you people ride in, like, snowy countries and you ride in, like, a t-shirt without gloves. Man, shit, it is. When it's cold, like, my hands can't handle it. I don't know how you do it. But, whew, it is a good day. Good night. Good evening. Now, a nice little breeze is always good, but... yeah, everyone today's speeding. It's not proving my point in the video, but... when I ride in videos, obviously I ride a bit more sensible. Like, I've told you all before, Australian police like to bring the hammer down on some of the riders and car like YouTubers if you're speeding and stuff, so I don't tend to like to overly do it. But yeah, my point was, ever since the pandemic, man, everyone tends to just go like 10 to 30 k's under the speed limits, and there's always fucking no reason. Now, if you're in heavy traffic, I understand, but there's always that one lane in heavy traffic that's sort of bigger than the other ones, right? Like, as in, like, got more people in it, and then there's that one lane that has no one in it, but for some fucking reason there's always a cunt sitting in that lane going the same speed as everyone else when you could be so much faster, and it makes no fucking sense. In fact, it's quite fucking annoying, really. It really grinds more gears, you know? I don't understand why there are people that do this and ruin the flow of traffic for us other people. Well, there you go, the limit, my friend. Nope, you're going slowly. It don't make sense, man. If you're gonna go, at least accelerate. But there, prime example. I mean, obviously it was a red light and cars like to take off slowly, but fucking hell, you took off nicely and then you slowed down. In fact, I'm quite a ways away from them now, so geez. Jesus, it shouldn't be this fucking hard to drive, mate. God damn. But another thing I've seen a lot more recently, and it's really made it apparent that having the ladder exhaust is a good idea when you ride a motorbike. So if you don't already have one and you think it's obnoxious and stupid, well, clearly, mate, you haven't ridden around cars long enough. Because when you have a loud exhaust, I can tell you, your traffic scares go down because people can actually fucking register that you're close by. So they can tell when you're next to them as opposed to just nearly crashing into you. So that's an upside, I tell you that much. But hey, it is what it is. Let me guess, everyone here is going to be slow. Let's see if I can prove my point here. So this is an 80 zone, alright? Now I'm doing 70 and catching up to everyone, and now I'm doing 80 and I'm gaining. So the car on the left there, prime example, mate. It's a lane like that. What is this? Why is this, huh? Why everyone slow? Oh, for brake in the lane, man. You don't need to brake when you're not in the slip lane. That's what the fucking slip lane is for. Maybe I'm just being a little facetious, but hey, man, look at this. I'm overtaking this car right here. 80 k's. Now look, it's always been this way. I'm sure if you've been driving for decades, you've seen it happen. But man, when I started driving back in 2016, I swear it wasn't this prevalent, and it's only gotten worse. Now, even my parents said the same thing. The pandemic really brought out the worst in a lot of the drivers, unfortunately. But such is the way of the world, I suppose. But it doesn't have to be this way. But man, unfortunately, drivers just get worse and worse. Actually, I'm going to get into that little lane on the side here. Hello, car. I'm just going to sneak in front of you if you don't mind. So obviously there are good riders and bad riders, and same, there are good drivers and bad drivers. Now look, the thing that annoys me is that every time there is a biker involved in a crash, doesn't matter how right or wrong they are, they're always wrong according to the driver and everyone who watches the videos, which, I mean, I find it quite comical because, like, Jesus Christ, how is it always the rider's fault? Like, it happens to me too. Like, if you're riding around, right, and a lady just pulls out next to you, like in front of you, and then they death stare you like you're doing something wrong. You're like, lady, I slowed down to like 20 clicks under the limit because of you. How am I at fault here? You fucking bitch, alright? It happens all the time. Blokes, women, cats, dogs, aliens, they all do the same thing, mate. Doesn't matter. Everyone looks at you like a fucking, like you're an enemy. And I'm like, brother, you've nearly hit me. Hey, explain to me how such things happen sometimes, you know? It making no fucking sense, but ugh, who am I to fucking talk about such things? But yeah, man, going the speed limit, impossible task, especially in like I said, traffic. It just can't be done, and it's, oh man, I'm rambling. I know. It's just, it's how I am. All right, leave me alone. But unfortunately, that's just what's going on right now. Besides that, I just thought I'd have a conversation whilst I was riding home from work. But man, shit. Hopefully you enjoyed spending your time with me. If you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe as per usual, I ask. Because everyone apparently listens when you ask. YouTube's a bit funky like that. But I am trying to grow the channel to a nice healthy 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we hit it, fantastic. If we smash it, oh hey, beautiful. And if we don't hit it, man, I'll be happy because we'll still be further than we are now. And sometimes, man, you just got to be grateful with what you have. Like, you just got to be grateful with what happens. And obviously, YouTube for me has been just a fun thing to keep me occupied doing stuff. So I've been enjoying everything. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the content as well. Obviously, in future, it's going to get a bit more spicy and zesty when more opportunities open up because the channel's growing. And obviously, if I can get more income, so I can buy another bike with my because of my job. Life is wonderful. All right. But yes, when Hugh gets his MT-09 back, there will be some content on that magical thing. Now, obviously, there's a few videos on my channel where you do see that bike. But, hello, puppy. There's not many videos with it because he got rear-ended, as we know, and it's still getting repaired. So, unfortunately, that's something Hugh's dealing with. But when that's back, we'll obviously enjoy that one. Jason's got a new fairing kit that's just finally been shipped, as opposed to last time I told you it was still 2 weeks later. It wasn't shipped yet, but now it's finally actually heading, so that's fantastic news to hear. So there'll be a video on that one as well, and obviously just the usual mumbo jumbo that I'm talking about when I'm doing my stuff. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks for having joining in all that magic. Whee! Speed bumps are always fun on motorbikes, especially when they have stiff suspension. Whee! So as I usually say, I don't know what the hell just came out of my mouth, but we're gonna keep it in anyway. Take it easy, keep it cheesy. And, as always, bye! Peace!